Then Jesus said to the disciples, "And so I tell you not to worry about the food you need to stay alive, or about the clothes you need for your body. Life is much more important than food, and the body much more important than clothes. Look at the crows. They don't plant seeds or gather a harvest. They don't have storage rooms or barns. God feeds them. You are worth so much more than birds. Can any of you live a bit longer by worrying about it? If you can't manage even such a small thing, why worry about the other things? Look how the wild flowers grow. They don't work or make clothes for themselves. But I tell you that not even King Solomon, with all his wealth, had clothes as beautiful as one of these flowers. It is God who clothes the wild grass, grass that is here today and gone tomorrow, burned up in the oven. Won't he be all the more sure to clothe you? What little faith you have. So don't be all upset, always concerned about what you will eat and drink, for the pagans of this world are always concerned about these things. Your Father knows that you need these things. Instead, be concerned with his kingdom, and he will provide you with these things."
Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. It's time for our craft, so let's get crafty. Today we're going to make some paper lilies which will look a little bit like this, hopefully. For our craft you're going to need a piece of paper. You might choose to have coloured paper or a piece of white that you colour in, or just white paper would be fine. You're going to need a pencil, a pair of scissors, some sellotape, and something for the middle of your flower. Ideally we're using a pipe cleaner, so we've got a bit of orange and a green pipe cleaner to be the stalk. But you could use a kebab stick or a cocktail stick. You might just not have a stalk, or you could even use a pencil. So the first thing we need are some hands. You're going to draw around a hand on your piece of paper. Lovely. And then at the bottom of your hand, if you just draw a curved shape to join up the two edges. And then the next step is to cut out your hand shape. Be careful, you might need some help with this. It's a bit fiddly around the fingers. So the next thing you need to do is decide which is going to be the outside of your flower and the inside, whether you want colour on the outside and white on the outside, the other way around. So whichever you want to be the inside of your flower, if you have that facing you for now. And then I want you to write across the bottom of the fingers, sort of around here. If you can write it nice and big and bold, God cares. And then if you turn your flower over, so this side is going to be the outside of your flower, you now need to get your pencil back again. I'm going to do something a little bit fiddly. Each of your fingers, if you put the pencil at the top, so if we start with the little finger, and you're going to roll the paper finger around the pencil, down to the bottom of the finger, give it a little bit of a squeeze and then pull the pencil out, and it makes it curly. We're going to do that with all of our fingers, which will be the lily petals. So we're nearly there, doing really well. The next part is that we've got to curl our flower up to make a trumpet sort of shape. And then we're going to stick it with some sellotape. If you make it so the hole at the bottom is quite small, nice and neat if you can. Super. Now is the time for our pipe cleaners or your pencil or your kebab stick. With the pipe cleaners, what we're going to do is link the orange and the green one. The easiest way to do it is to just fold over a little bit at the top of the green one. Fold the orange one in half and then tuck one inside the other so the little folds join each other, and then twist the orange one and then twist the green one. Once your stalk's ready, if you poke it down through the inside of your lily, and then we're going to sellotape the paper at the bottom so that it sits nicely inside. And there we have our paper lily. If you turn it round and have a little look, you should be able to see inside your message that says God cares. And the lilies are reminding us of our Bible reading today. Jesus talks about us not worrying and how God looks after and cares for the lilies and the birds in nature, and how much more he cares for and loves us. So these lilies are to help remind you that God cares, he looks after you, and that you don't need to worry. We've made a bunch of lilies. I hope you enjoy having a go at this and that you have a lovely half term. Bye for now, everyone.